I never have a shortage of family beer.
Sometimes those who claim to be humble really aren't. The opposite can also be true.
You getting warm? I love this idea of these sort of multi-geniuses. Not that I'm a multi-genius, but I mean, you know, I think you should have some kind of marker you shoot for, you know. As long as there's not a lot of math, I don't like math.
Nicholson, also known as Sub-Z, paints, sculpts, and draws.
I'm an inventor. I think that's what I am.
As an artist, he seems to have an intuitive feel for when it's time for the new or time to move on.
Let go of the image that, you know, I'm an MC.
His previous band was sent by the State Department to Israel and Palestine, where they performed on consecutive days in the same weekend. They were the first ambassadors of hip-hop, part of the Rhythm Road Project. While touring with jazz saxophone great Steve Coleman.
In the tour bus, he kept showing all these kung fu movies, Jet Li movies. And I said to myself, as soon as I get to China, as soon as I get back to DC, I'm going to Chinatown and I'm going to learn kung fu.
That was 10 years ago. Now he's a black belt.
Oh, hell yeah. And now I teach it. That's my day job.
In his last big tournament this summer, he competed in 12 events, placed in 11, and won 8 gold medals. Once again, he decided it was time to choose a different path.
It's sort of almost like how I felt about competing in Kung Fu this summer, you know, where I just wanted to do a bunch of tournaments, kind of get it out of me, and then go on to judging.
Here is a young artist.
He's traveled the world, won many awards,
What many of us feel because
and was even in a BBC documentary about DC's go-go music scene while he was in his teens. Yet, despite success, says his mind sometimes becomes the opponent.
Something that no one knows about me. I really think that I'm not good enough. You just don't see the little hairline crack on the inside, and that's what I see, and that's what I have been trying to practice, not dwelling. You know, I'm trying to practice, you know, the balance of being self-critical, but also acknowledging, you know, when I do good stuff.
Nicholson's story began in Anacostia, then bounced to Baltimore as a kid, then back to Anacostia, influences at every stop. His art always a part of that form that for him has been free.
I was never really I never really thought of anything as a destiny or something like that. No one ever told me I couldn't do it, so I just kept doing it.
After college graduation, he wasn't quite ready for a career. First stop, Second and D.
It's been like 18 years since I've lived in here, so when I walked by, I thought about the first night that I came, and you know, I was afraid. I was sort of you know, 3 weeks out of art school, and you know, at least at school I showed a lot of promise. So, you know, it was sort of like, you know, what is happening to me? I was young, I was 22, you know, so when I passed the door just a minute ago, it just reminded me, you know, like, I got a good life now. A lot of cool things are happening, a lot of good things are happening, and I just need to, you know, remember to count my blessings and be grateful, because there's some people in there who are still in there from when I was in there, you know. So you know, it could have been another way. It could have been a lot worse.
Life is good these days for this 6'5" son raised mostly by a single mom.
Mom is good, you know. I want to get her more into Tai Chi, and she's wanting to get like knee replacements and stuff like that, but I keep telling her Tai Chi's the way to go.
He's been free of alcohol and drugs.
18 years.
He's moved on from his demons.
Saying in the Tao Te Ching that talks about favor and disgrace, and it sort of says that, you know, the favor and disgrace, like, why are we startled when we fall into good favor, and why are we just as startled when we fall into disgrace? And then the whole idea is the reason why they're the same is because of this concept of self. And if we had no self, then we wouldn't be caught up one way or the other about success or failure or favor or disgrace. And when we're in that state, we're capable, and we're actually, sort of in a place where we're worthy of the trust of the world.